Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. Last time we had a little meeting where we decided that we are going to march right up to the Black Gate and punch Sauron in the nose to distract him. That sounds like something where nothing is likely to go wrong, right? Well, let's see what Aragorn thinks.
So it is decided.
It's decided for better or ill. The men I sent marching through the Lossarnoch from Peligir have drawn nigh to the city. So too have the men I commanded to follow the Corsair ships and smaller watercraft up the Anduin. They loiter now, waiting for orders. Let us give them direction, and hope that they make good their word when they find that direction is east, towards the shadow. Take this call for soldiers, and read it to the heralds on the field and throughout the first circle of the city. The heralds will then bring its message to the waiting soldiers, and buoy the numbers of men that will march with us. So we are asking for volunteers to make a trip to the Black Gate. Yeah, hello. I'm sure everyone will be eager to volunteer. Anything else while we're at this?
Many of the fallen remain uncounted, and for that we cannot yet mourn.
Theoden, Fostrid, Goladir, Halbred are but a few of the names on those who fell on the battlefield yesterday. Many more of the fallen remain uncounted, and we can't mourn, remember, or honor them while this is so. Please, my friend, go about the pavilion and see what you can learn of the battle. More took place here than any one account can comprehend. Well, there is that. An Aomer?
We must dispose of the vile corpse of the Witch King's fell beast.
I have decided that before we take further action, we must dispose of that vile corpse. I feel a shudder of revolt every time I look upon it, remembering how my uncle and king died there, and how my dear sister Eowyn nearly fell too, battling the Witch King. The men shun it as well, and whisper that it is ill luck to let your gaze linger upon the dead beast. It should be purged. Alright, let's go and purge this thing.
I shall fetch Mithrandir to accompany us.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine.
In an attempt to cleanse the Pelennor fields, I have asked for you and Eomer to destroy the corpse of the Witch King's fell beast.
Destroy it. How are we going to do that?
Look upon the fell beast carcass there.
The carcass of the fell beast still mars the field at which it breathed its last, and it remains a foul reminder of the villain it bore. It must be removed. I had thought to do so quickly and without ceremony, but a number of scholars from the city beseeched me, wishing to preserve some part of the creature for their study. And take this heavy cloth and wrap the head on it, so that we may safely be transporting it to the scholar. We are going to transport the head to the scholars. Yes, we will then burn the body, for it cannot be allowed to fester here at the sight of Theoden King's ending. All right. Ugh. One fell beast head. There you go. Good work. Now set the head aside for while we attend to the corpse. Alright. Let's go and burn this thing. Oh my goodness gracious. Green flames. Good riddance to this foul creature. Green flames? Ugh.
The dead beast and its master are cleansed from the field. Good.
But the memory of them still lingers. I would have seen both head and body burned, but if it is Gandalf's wish that the head be preserved for scholarly study, I'll not gainsay him. All right. I'll just take the long way around.
If you would, accompany me to deliver this strange gift.
Yes, let us away to the house of Lord Pineleaf, and we'll bring with us this gift. May the cloth shroud the eyes of any who see us pass, for such a burden will work fear into the hearts of the folk of the city, even in its days of rending and tearing are all done. The greatest evil it poses now is against the nose pine leaf. Let us deliver it to the scholars with this advice. Keep it not in an enclosed space. Rather, let the place of its study be an airy one, and dispose of the foul-smelling relic when you have learned it all you can. Well, let's hope they take that to heart. And we have arrived. Mithridates greets the scholars of the houses of lore. My friends, I have returned from the field. We did not think you would return so soon, Mithrandir. We did not think you would return empty-handed either. Fear not, my friends, I have been true to my word, and there is a wrapped package just without. I will spare the sudden shock of discovery. Within it you'll find the head of a fell beast. Can it be? The head of the Witch King's steed? The very same. Study it with care, and learn what you can. You have our thanks, Mithrandir. You are most welcome, my friends. May some wisdom come from even this. We will have to see.
I thank you for assisting me on this errand.
Thank you for assisting me. Such creatures are bred in the darkness of Mordor, and little is known of them, save that they are raised in corruption and used for evil. They are fed vile meats and treated unkindly, and have proved fitting steeds for the enemy's most powerful lieutenants. Can they teach us anything more? Perhaps our friends here will learn something valuable from this study, or perhaps not. But I'm glad to have given them the opportunity for such learning, if there is a chance it might be had. Thank goodness that's over.
I am sure that the lore masters of Gondor will learn much.
I hope they learn something from it to make it worth all the trouble. I only hope that the risk does not outweigh the reward. I will agree with you on that one, Eomer.
We fought and we died on this field. The men of Rohan and Gondor.
We fought by some great miracle, seized the day from the arms of the overwhelming foes. But the battle is finished, and it is a new dawn. So how is it that some foes linger yet on the Pelennor? I have received word of one orc captain who seeks to be bent on the fighting on to the last, taking as many of our men as he can with him. I am weary of death, Pineleaf. Will you find this captain and put an end to him? Shoemug. Yeah, we'll make him go shoo away, that's for sure. Alright, let's see. How about if I deal with Shoemug and start collecting... Let's see, where is Shoemug? Yeah, alright, let's head north and start with Shoemug. Then we could worry about the heralds. Then we could talk on the aftermath of victory. Shoemug is supposed to be somewhere in this area. Somewhere amongst all these burnt fields. These scavenging rats. These rather ornery scavenging rats. Oh, who is that? Oh! How about that? I found him. Well, as soon as this rat gets out of my way. Alright, now let's go and find out what we got here. Hey, Shuey! Over here! Makashku yourself! There you go. I'm just trying to take care of loose ends. And you're the ultimate loose end here, apparently. Everybody else is going home. And I'll make you go home too. There you go. Defeated Shumog, the Bane of Rohirrim. You can join them if you want. Good. Now we can speak to Eomer on that score. Before I get back to Eomer, I might as well speak to a few of these heralds here. Hello there. How many people do you have ready? I will find as many soldiers for the King of Elisar. 462. Well, I suppose that's a beginning. Gonna get us a nice 500, could you? Oh well. Ah, I think there's another herald here. Hello there. I'm looking for soldiers. King Elisar will have the men that he needs. Ooh, 1,000. Well, now we're getting up there. 1,000 plus almost 500, so we've got almost 1,500. I think that's a nice, decent start over there. Now, let's see if anyone in the city is able to provide some soldiers. I am going to hope so. Where am I going to find them? Oh, there is a herald around here somewhere. Ah, maybe that's this guy. Hello there. I'll bring this message through the city. Alright, and now we've got 1970. Almost 2,000. See, we are slowly climbing up there with a decent number. Who's that? Oh, Northwind. Interesting thought. I never did get around to doing that question, right? Because I was saying, I'm always too busy trying to get to Minas Tirith and all that stuff. When am I going to go and take a little break at the Bay of Belfalis, right? Hello there. I bring word that we are looking for soldiers. You'll get soldiers. That's it. Well, it put us over 2,000 at least. Well, every little bit helps. Every little bit helps, yes. Now, 2,000 soldiers against the Black Gate. Yeah, that's going to be not exactly what we're going to call an army. Ah, here's another herald. Hello there. Get close enough to make sure that he hears what I have to say. Alright, even number of soldiers. 2,021. And I thought I didn't get many from the previous one. Oh well. Ah, I didn't realize that we had the King's banner right here, furled, so that he is not currently claiming to be king or anything like that. No, I'm sure that'll change in time. Right, Aragorn? I got 2,000 soldiers.
Speak to my other commanders. Learn how large a host we have assembled.
How many men were the heralds able to reach with their voices? More than 2,000, you say? That's very good, and matches my hopes. These other commanders have also done work to gather soldiers for the march. Speak with them, and see how large a host we have assembled. It need not be large enough to wage war upon Mordor, but it must be large enough to threaten battle. Well, alright, so we need to speak with Imrahil, Eomer, and Elfhelm. Oh, and speaking of Eomer, first let's talk about the captain I took care of.
This is good news you bring.
No more battle-weary men shall die by the hands of Shamog. I commend you, brave warden. I commend you. All right.
Aelfhelm wishes to speak with you.
Yes, Aelfhelm has come with me. He has said that he wishes to speak with you on a matter. It is peculiar, as usually he speaks with great detail. Well, I don't know what it is that Aelfhelm seeks you for. It did not sound urgent. You should speak with him as soon as you're able, though. He did tell me one thing. He wants to meet you at the old guest house in Minas Tirith. Alright, so I'll speak with him at the old guest house. And what else do you need to know?
Rohan will not abandon her friends.
Much has been asked for my men already, but Rohan will not abandon her friends. Many among the Rohirrim were unhorsed during the battle lately ended, but they are still war-worthy and will not let that stay their weapons. Yes, 500 of these will follow behind, and I'll lead 500 on horse alongside. So we have 2,000 from Gondor. We have 1,000 from Aylmer, 500 horse and 500 foot. All right. Now we have. Oh yes, we have all the people we need to speak with also. But first, let's see if we could find. Well, who's this? Well, all right. Maybe I'd better talk to all these people because I'm having so much trouble finding. Oh yeah, the ones with the flaming rings on them. And besides, Prince Imrahil is standing right here.
This must be the greatest jest in all the history of Gondor.
My swan knights have scoured the nearby lands of Gondor for fighting men. They report that 3,500 will march to Mordor with Aragorn. It is as fine a total as any we might hope, and proves the courage of Gondor, so fresh from battle and still hungry for more. 3,500. When you consider that we've got 3,000 from the first two groups combined, I would say that's an impressive number, alright, so that's 6,500 total. But this must be the greatest jest in all the history of Gondor, Pineleaf. We marched to assail the Black Gate and the impenetrable land of Mordor, and with fewer men than might have formed just the vanguard of its army in the mighty days. It brings to my mind a child threatening a mail-clad knight with a toy bow, or a buzzing fly seeking to sting a man working in the hot sun. The Dark Lord will smile and knock down the child, or squish the fly in his palm, and that will be the end of it. What else is there for it but to laugh at the jest, Pineleaf? Yeah, quite a jest. And we have Eophilm, though, of course, this is the public conversation. We're going to have a more private one down at the guest house.
Eomer King has given me command of the main force of the Rohirrim.
That's right. We'll have 3,000 who are still ahorse. It is the west road that we will go to hold against the enemy that is still in Anorion. All right. So the 1,000 that Eomer promised was in addition to these 3,000. All right. That's 9,000. I'll say that's a good number. And what do you say, me friend dear?
I think Imrahil has wrongly judged the mind of the Dark Lord.
Yes, the Prince of Dol Amroth believes that Aragorn's army will be a stinging fly to the forces of the Dark Lord. He's not wrong that these 7,000 are a mere pittance to the number Sauron houses within the Black Lands, but it seems to me that Imrahil has wrongly judged the mind of the Dark Lord. Yes, we go to sting the Dark Lord, but he will not squish us for all the buzzing. No, he will seek to trap the fly and take the sting, all unaware of our deception. On the deceptions all our fortunes rest. It is the secret that he bears that the most dangerous sting of all is for Sauron, and let him remain blind until it is too late. Oh, the most secret fly. Yes, the most secret fly.
Our secrecy was born of necessity, but now it must end.
Ah, our secrecy is going to end. In what way will we be ending the secrecy? And, of course, speaking of secrecy, what secret message does Elfhelm have for us over at the guest house? We have to find that out in the next episode of Complete Pineleaf.